Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Essay and today I have here with me
April.
And April, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so basically I was a law student at the University of Ghana School of Law. So if you guys know me, that's probably where you know me from. I kind of blew up a little bit because of my grades and academic stuff. Right now.
What specifically? Can
Oh
you
my
tell
goodness.
them what you did?
Okay, so I was the best graduating student of my class, and I had the highest GPA in quite a long time from the University of Ghana School of Law. That's why I blew up. But I don't think that's very important, at least not for today's video. And right now I'm also a YouTuber, so my YouTube channel name is April N as in Nutakor, my surname. So yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you, April
Nice to
Nutakor.
meet you too.
So, April, I'm one of her subscribers. I started following her when she blew up last year, and everybody was saying it that you can have a pretty face, a brilliant mind, and still make it regardless of all that is happening in the world. And also, I was interviewed on April's channel. You can check out.
Yes, you can check out that video.
Yeah. What's the name of that?
What was the name? Something.
I really like the thumbnail. It said I
thumbnail
got
was a
fired
good one,
because
yes.
I'm mad.
Yes, but the title has to do with bipolar disorder, so I think it's something like My Life with Bipolar Disorder, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I'll definitely put the link in the description box so that you
Yeah.
can check it. I had a really like, I'm so excited I'm making mistakes. I had a really nice time on April's channel.
And I had a very educational experience.
Wow.
I'm really interested in mental disorders and anything that has to do with mental health. I think it's very important. That's just what I'll say. So having the opportunity to speak with Essie on my channel was very important to me. And in fact, your channel, I think, is an inspiration to young people in Ghana, or even the older people, to be honest, to everyone, because this topic is super important. So
Yeah.
big ups to you.
Thank you, and thank you too for inviting me to your channel. When April contacted me, I never thought. It was like a celebrity contacting me to come.
Oh
on
my
her channel.
goodness.
Yeah, so
You're
thank
very
God.
active.
It was part. Oh no, it was part
Oh
of
my
my prayer topics for last year. But today I have April here because we are going to talk about something really close to my heart. Very, very close to my heart. We are talking about body shaming and body confidence. I actually saw April do something like that on her channel, and I wanted her to come and talk more about it. I also put the link to that video in the description box. So April, let me just confess, the first time I saw you I thought you were taller. I'm like 5'6". I don't know what April's height is, but because I had been seeing her on videos, like, I always thought she was taller. So when I met her, I actually saw how petite and prettier she was in person and all that. So April, like, there are not so many people like you in Ghana. You do know that, right?
Yes, so what you're saying right now, it happens to me all the time, especially people who watch my videos, people who have seen me on TV or those things. They will be like, oh my goodness, you are so small. Because I'm actually really short. So you said you're about 5'6".
Yeah.
I'm 5'3", 5'4".
Okay.
So I'm short, okay, first of all, and I'm also slim, like skinny slim, so not like thick or anything. And yes, I do get lots of comments, going my way about that. And honestly, I haven't really changed since I was about 15 years. So
Okay, so like you stopped growing when you were 15.
I'm serious, yes, 15, 16.
Okay.
That was around the time when, I left Ukraine when I was 16, 17. And when I met my classmates, so I've been going back like for vacations and stuff. When I met my classmates, they were like, you look exactly the same. Like, it's as if, you never left. You've been here, since, class? Okay, that's JHS here. So since JHS, now university, you're in your third year, you still look the same. What's going on? But honestly, that's just me. Like, I don't have an illness or anything like that. At least not that I know of.
Oh, you are not ill. You are very, very healthy. So April, with your size here in Ghana, do you get a lot of comments about that? Like, do people body shame you and all that?
Yes. So, I don't know if I would call it body shaming, but there have been some extremes. And sadly, it's mostly from girls. So even in class, in school, in university, right? I would have, my certain parts now make certain comments about my breasts that, you don't have them, or like you are really small, those kinds of things, or you don't have ass. So usually the comments are you don't have hips, you don't have breasts, you don't have ass. Those are the things. So the height wasn't really a thing. It was mostly just like the body shape because I am small everywhere. So yeah, it happened quite often. In terms of guys, honestly, it hasn't really been that much. I don't know if it's because it's very rude, right, for a guy to even bring that up.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I haven't really had comments. But there have been two guys, like my whole life. This is my whole life. And one of them was very, very, very rude. He literally said that I have nothing. It was a Ghanaian. It was in Ghana, and I was in SHS. That was some time ago. He was like, "You have nothing here." And I was just like, oh my gosh. So yes, but you have to understand that obviously in Ghana there is a particular body type which is more common, which is more appreciated. Like I know that a typical Ghanaian guy wouldn't prefer someone like me, and I don't see anything wrong with it. Like I just think it's something that a particular people prefer, and I mean in every country, in every part of the world, there are preferences for different body shapes. So that's just how I see it.
So I want to give my experience. So I didn't used to be like this. You see, my arms were not flabby like this before. I was so slim and so Coca-Cola and everything. Hey. Okay, I think I'm exaggerating, but here in Ghana, people are very open when it comes to weight. Like they will tell you in your face if you are gaining weight. They will tell you in your face if you are losing weight. They think they actually mean well. They just feel, oh, I'm just saying something. It's like just saying, oh, how are you? They don't find it rude or offensive to talk about someone's weight. So before my condition, bipolar disorder, which is a mental health condition, I was weighing about 68 kilos. And with the condition, you have to take medications, which has side effects like weight gain. You are always hungry, you're always sleeping. It's like you become so comfortable that the weight just keeps coming. You don't even have to pray about the weight gain. It will just come naturally. And most of my friends who also have this condition, they get persecuted. I'll call it persecution. Like people always talk about it. And my point is, why should you? You don't know what I am going through mentally, what I think about my weight and all that. If it was my choice, I would not choose to gain a lot of weight. If there was a button you can press, lose weight, you just do. But they just think, oh, you are happy, you are gaining weight. But it's not always like that. So I want to say that those who have been going around body shaming people, just stop it. You don't know what the person is going through. And not just body shaming, in terms of everything. When people have pimples on their face, they'll talk about it. They'll start recommending creams and things.
That has happened to me before.
Tell me your experience.
So it was also about acne. And for me, usually, I don't know, when I was younger, I had a lot of pimples, a lot. Then at some point, it kind of lessened. And when I came to Ghana back, so when I started uni, I basically had good skin. But my skin, it changes. So sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's really bad. And I remember it was one of those bad times. And I think also it's dependent on my period, like those hormonal changes. Yeah. And so I came to class and I had some acne. And then about 3 of my classmates were like, throughout that whole day, they were like, what happened to your face? Like, did you put something on your face? And I was just like, it's just acne, like it's pimples. It happens to everyone, right? Or to most people. It's not anything. They were like, it's so red because I'm fair.
Yeah.
So it's red or pink. And they were like, like go and do something. Didn't you wash your face this morning? That's what someone asked me. Didn't you wash your face this morning? I was just like, come on. But I explained that like it's just acne and all that. And for me, it changes. So the next week when I came, my face was fine. So I mean, I kind of got over it, but it's hurtful in the moment. And especially when the person doesn't sound educated about pimples.
Yeah.
Because it's not about washing your face, so please. Please, if you don't know, then like just don't talk, honestly.
Yeah, it's not just about washing your face. And the thing too is that here in Ghana, when it comes to body shaming, it's I don't even think people know what they are doing. They are body shaming. Yeah. So for you, April, how did you? It's like you have a very good perspective when it comes to your body. You are 100% body confident. You are not bothered about what people say about how you look
Yeah.
and all that. How did you reach this level? Because I know there are so many people who they are not happy about how they look. You can't do something about it, but maybe you don't feel like working out, you have pains in your body and all that. Sometimes you just feel lazy, you just need a break. So how did you reach this level?
Okay, so for me, it wasn't always like this. It wasn't always like this at all. When I was younger, I was very self-conscious, very, very self-conscious, especially about like the breast department. I was very self-conscious. I hated it so much. I always wanted bigger boobs. I was like, what is this? Like, why me? You know, why me? But then I don't know. It's like when I grew older, I don't know, just something changed. Like, you know, when also you get older, your age mates also start getting older, and then you start noticing how they look older than you. And then for me, right?
Yeah, grateful.
I'm grateful, at least right now, and I know that's in the future as well, because I mean, from history, you can see that I haven't really been changing as I grow, right? So at this point in my life, I mean, I'm 24 years, like I'm going to be 24 this year, and most people say I look maybe 19, maybe 20, you know.
It has an advantage.
It does have an advantage. So when I started growing older, I was thinking about it from that perspective, and also this is a bit controversial maybe, because some people might say that it's not healthy, but I do have a partner who really likes how I look, and that is so important. Like, literally, if I ever spoke to him, I mean, at that time we started dating a really long time ago. At that time I was even in high school in SHS, so I was still self-conscious then. And I remember, like, when I was telling him about my insecurities and all that, and he was like, why are you so concerned about that? Like, you look great. And you know, if for example a guy doesn't like your body, like that's fine, like that's on him. There are guys who would like you the way you are, and there are advantages which come with having a smaller body type, even with the breast thing that I'm so concerned about, right? I can exercise freely, I can wear things like what I'm wearing right now. I'm not wearing a bra, and it's not problematic. Also, again, in terms of other clothing, like the different kinds of clothes that I can wear without feeling it's so vulgar, or you know, people will be really looking at my breasts or something like that. So there are lots of advantages which honestly he pointed out to me, which is very interesting, right? And even at some point in time I was talking to him about plastic surgery, like in the future, like I was saying, you know, maybe when I grow older. And he was like, no. For him, health is more important than breasts and stuff. So he was like, why would you even like be thinking about that? Because I mean, there might be some side effects, you know, with plastic surgery and all that, and is it worth it? That's what he drew my attention to. And honestly, he did make me feel more confident. Then with time, I myself, like, I just started not caring, and now if someone says something, I'm like, yeah, like, I like it. Okay, I'm short, yeah, I'm slim, whatever. If I ever have children, I'll probably increase in size anyway. So yeah,
It doesn't really bother you.
yeah, it doesn't bother me now.
So it took some years for you to get over that whole self-consciousness issue. So it will take time.
It does. It definitely takes time, and I think the older you get, the better it becomes. At least for me.
Yeah. Why is it that the older you get, the better it becomes?
I think you become more mature. At least, again, that's how it happened for me. When I was younger, I was focused on so many things which were not important. Like when I became maybe 2021, I realized that, like, it's just, who cares? You understand? I'm thinking right now about my career. I'm thinking about important things. If I want to have a family, you know, where exactly I want to live, very important things. So it's like all of those petty things that, you know, when I was a child, it's petty. Honestly, it's petty. And when you work to, at least where I'm working right now, where I'm doing my national service,
Where do you work?
Unilever.
Okay.
Yeah, so I work in a company, and no one talks about body and stuff like that. It's like, I mean, are we in school or what? Do you understand? It's funny. It's funny. So naturally, I'm just focused on more important things in my life, you know, things which actually influence my life rather than this silly thing.
Okay. So for someone out there who doesn't like how they look, they they just don't like how they look, or something happened to them, maybe a sickness or something happened to them which changed their life forever, they just don't love themselves, and they don't have that kind of support you are talking about, the support system from your partner. What should that person do?
Okay, so in my opinion, again, I'm no expert. Sure, I was able to get over my insecurities, but I'm really no expert in this field. I honestly think that if you don't like something, try to change it. I'm not talking necessarily about the extremities.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning the gym and stuff. Something, if you really don't like that extra whatever, go and try and change it. Go. If you can't go to the gym, work out at home. Do something. Try to eat healthier. Like, I know it's difficult, but if you really care so much, I think you should try. Now, when it comes to psychological and stuff, I honestly think that speaking to people who are confident, maybe someone like me, it makes you feel better about yourself too. No,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
Because I also had a classmate who is even smaller than me. She's from Barbados, so she's not a Ghanaian. She's even smaller than me. And she, her own is extra. Like, she'll be like, I look so fabulous. I'm so fantastic. And I was with her quite often. And when I saw that someone she's shorter than me, she's slimmer than me, like everything, this one, I'm saying the person is generally smaller than me. She sort of inspired me to also appreciate how I look. It was, that thing when you're with someone who is positive.
It just transfers.
It transfers, exactly. So I honestly think that is important. If you're with someone who is always self-conscious and all that, it can also affect you. So again, maybe try to speak to people who look a certain way, which is maybe not generally accepted as beautiful, and they love themselves. Or maybe also try to seek support online. Maybe that also helps, looking at celebrities, looking at popular figures.
So, for your size, which celebrity do you look up to?
I like Zendaya, even though she's tall.
Okay.
Zendaya, there are lots of them actually. There are lots of them. I'm even, Sister Deborah.
Yeah,
From
Ghana.
Ghana, yes.
Yeah.
She's also slim, and people have been body shaming her too, speaking about her age and how she looks and all that, because she's, what do they say, flat, right? But she is confident, at least on social media. She's confident. When I see someone like that, I'm like, I look kind of like her, and she's confident, so why not?
Okay. So what about things about yourself that you can change? Maybe you think your eyes are too big, your nose is too small, something, those kind of things. What's about that?
As for that one, yeah. If you can't change anything about it, learn to love it.
You can't change anything about it. You should learn to love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there is nothing you can do. So try to see, the good in it. Maybe, you're saying you can't change it. Really, how about makeup? If you have very big eyes, I think there are certain makeup techniques like use of eyeshadow, for nose contour. Me, I have no problem with makeup, I just don't wear it. But I have no problem with it whatsoever. And I feel like if that is what makes you confident, do it. Like, who cares? Honestly, if you don't like your nose, a bit of makeup here and there, or try to draw the attention to your eyes with makeup if you don't like your nose. So yeah,
just drawing away from all that.
Yeah.
So I just thought about something. What about guys who are body shamed? I don't know. What do you think about that?
I think it's very, very valid, but I think people don't talk about it. And I think the reason why people don't talk about it is because of guys themselves, because it's not something that is normal, with guys. We are the ones, girls, who are usually more focused on those things. So if you're a guy and you're talking about body shaming, it's like, you are a man, that kind of thing. And I think that is so wrong, because I know that guys are really shamed because of height.
Oh yeah.
Guys are really, really shamed because of height. Even by girls, by guys themselves, everyone.
Yeah.
Some guys are shamed also because of weight.
Yeah, the chubby ones. People make fun of them all the time.
But if you are slim, so do you know what they say? Why are you're on drugs? When you can see the veins and all of those things. Or you are so skinny. Why? So guys also get body shamed, and I think it affects them. I can't speak from their perspective, but I've observed it. Yeah.
So those guys can also apply the same techniques you were talking about.
Yeah.
The whole finding someone who is like you, it just draws that kind of energy to your side.
Yeah. And for guys, working out works even better than for girls, because they are able to build, like if you're fat, I think it's easier for men to lose weight than for women. And they are more determined, from what I've realized, going to the gym, out and those things. I've actually seen a guy, he was my classmate, now we've graduated. And when he came to uni, he was really slim. Really, really slim. Like, people are not necessarily making fun of him, but he wasn't like a man. He started working out seriously. I think he even took steroids, like to get muscles and stuff. Now, hey, he looks like a bodybuilder. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not joking. It took some years, but he achieved it, and now he loves how he looks. He's always flexing.
I see. Oh, thank you so much, April, for giving your comments, sharing your perspective. I'm really, really, really happy you came today to share what you thought about all these things, men, women, boys, and girls. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you too for having me.
You're welcome. You can always come here again.
Oh, I probably will, because I love your channel and I love the topics you focus on.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, guys, we'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.